the Republicans will abandon state rights if they want to. They don't care. If the state says, hey, we passed our constitution and said we are allowing illegal immigrants to stay here, they would just say, okay, well, that doesn't count. Some of the people in the Discord have suggested we make a bingo card, so when it happens, we can watch it and mark it off of the bingo card. So what have we got so far? DOE eliminated. That is the Department of Education. Trump has promised to get rid of the Department of Education, and so we put that on the card. When he does that, we mark it off. Income tax eliminated. He has promised that. I don't think this one's going to happen. Honestly, don't think it's going to happen. J6 pardons. He has promised that. That one I think happens right away. I really do. That's the one, the 21st of January. That one happens. Ban trans healthcare for minors. There you go. Number 9. Excellent. Trans healthcare for minors. Number 11. Or number 9, yeah. So, yeah, excellent point. I hadn't even thought about that yet. J6 pardons are definitely going to happen. CBS loses its license. CNN anchors arrested. I think this one might happen as well. We are so fixing this country. Tony, these are bad things. These are things that will harm millions. But you like that harm, I suspect. Elon's Doge, this is his Department of Government Efficiency, where he just chops off the social safety nets. Where he just chops off entire government branches and calls it government efficiency. So Elon's Doge launches. Drilling in Anwar, he's already promised to do that one. We've talked about that one a few times tonight. So maybe that's going to happen. Wallow, like I said, strap in 4 years, enjoy. It's going to be a nightmare, Tony, and I'm going to keep pointing at it, and I'm going to keep streaming. So check in a couple of weeks. I stream 3 times a week, so hop in. And when the things go wrong, maybe... Well, for me, okay, so you're admitting a nightmare for me, but you're going to have a great time seeing me suffer. Okay. You think maybe that's why I get upset with the people on the right? Because they just want people to suffer? The suffering is the point. That's what you want. You want to hurt your enemies, my man. That's the thing that I keep pointing towards. You want to hurt your enemies. And if you have to use the law to hurt your enemies, that's what you'll do. If you can't use the law, you'll use something else. By the end of his term, that dome of yours will be free of every follicle. Oh, and that would make you happy for me to suffer. I don't know how your brain works, man. Why are you so vindictive? Why are you so spiteful? Don't be. You can stop doing that, I'll stop calling you a fascist if you stop doing fascism. I will. Baldo. Yeah, it's a good joke. Baldo. I was a competitive swimmer in high school, and that's what they called me, is Baldo. It's a good bit. Let's see if the TTS lady can say it. Baldo.
Baldo.
There it is. See? There we go.
Hello human, it is me Canuch. I need you to press the subscribe button. I have to feed my many AI babies.
We're filling out, what do you want on, Tony, what do you want on the bingo card? You would be happy with these things, but I would not be. But by all means, tell me what to put on what is the things that he has promised to do. Drilling in Anwar, that's what he's promised to do. Gaza genocide, I think is going to happen. Trans healthcare for minors is going to be dropped. Arrest leftists, there you go. We can change that to number 10. We already got CNN anchors, but we're just going to say arrest leftists. It's entirely possible. There it is. It's on the bingo card. When it happens, I'll mark it off, and then we can all have a good laugh about it. I put tariffs right in the center because I wanted it right in the center. ADHD debater, are we making a bingo card? Yes, we are. ADHD debater. Feel free to contribute. I still have all of these open spots. So 11 and 12, I had to give them numbers so that I could get tariffs right in the middle. I really, really wanted tariffs right in the center. So you admit CNN anchors are synonymous with leftists, aka political activists, and not real journalists. No, Tony, I never said that. I said that you can't tell the difference between a leftist and a CNN anchor. And so you will have them all arrested because you can't tell the difference. The people at CNN are not leftists. They never have been. Alien Enemies Act of 1789. There we go. Excellent. We'll put that on number 11. Alien Enemies Act 1789. So yeah, we've got that. So if he re-enables that Alien Enemies Act of 1789 to create his concentration camps, we'll mark that one off. Tariffs were right in the middle, but what should we want on number 12? I'm thinking, what else we got? We got taxes. Did we get deportation? I don't think we did. deportation. Well, should we call it mass deportation? I don't know that this one's actually going to happen, honestly. I suspect that he's only going to get a handful of scary-looking gang members out, and then he's going to go after somebody who has a job and has a house and pays fucking rent, and the news will be all over it. But if he locked up all the CNN anchors, like Tony was talking about, then the CNN won't show it. Gamer slurs during presidential address. Under tariffs, we'll put slurs. There we go. That's a good one. Some sort of racial slur. So we're just gonna keep slurs right there. It can happen anytime. This isn't just for the presidential address. This is for his entire 4 years. So if he starts throwing out some slurs. Let's see. A bathroom bill? Do we think he'll push? Oh, abortion ban. Abortion ban. There we go. Abortion ban. Really do think that that's going to happen. Why is my computer dinging at me? Why'd you make that sound? Ugh. Okay. No problem. We're still streaming, right? Yeah, we're still there. I've run out of room on my hard drive to document this wonderful thing, but it's still live streaming, so we're fine. Also, something I thought about today. Do you think there will be some states that fight and give sanctuary to immigrants? There might be. It wouldn't surprise me. That would not be a surprise to me. They wouldn't allow the ICE to come in and set up a thing, pulls funding to Ukraine. Yeah, there you go. Ukraine funding. They wouldn't allow the ICE to come in. That's entirely possible. But then it would be a sanctuary state, and they'd even if they made their state laws, the Republicans will abandon state rights if they want to. They don't care. If the state says, hey, we passed our constitution and said we are allowing illegal immigrants to stay here, they would just say, okay, well, that doesn't count. Farmers and businesses would try and keep their workers instead of going under. Well, they might, but I don't think that they would be allowed to. I think the brown shirts would just stomp on in there, and then he would start a civil war. That's what it would do, and he would be doing federal things with federal power against the state, and then CNN can't talk about it because they all got fucking arrested. That's what I'm saying, man. This is going to be a mess. And then if you look it up on Twitter, you gonna go to Elon's Twitter to find reality? Fuck out of here. Let's say Russia. Israel attacks Iran. Israel attacks Iran. So I'm thinking that belongs on there. Pardons himself from a crime. There you go. Self-pardon. Self-pardon. Okay. Excellent. Let's see. What other things did he promise? He promised a lot of things. If we get Nancy Pelosi in handcuffs, do we want to add that there? Nancy in handcuffs. It's a possibility, I suppose. Nancy in handcuffs. Decreases more from funding black colleges. Black college defund. There we go. He just dies. Yeah, death. So we'll... I don't know if you mean for the entire country or for millions of people, KBP, or for himself, but death always happens, so we'll leave that one vague. The 25th, yeah, that's the next one I was thinking of too. 25th, and I do think that's my conspiracy theory. I know I've mentioned it in the past, but I'm putting my hat back on. I'm entirely convinced that after 2 years and 1 day, J.D. Vance will have him dropped with the 25th. 2 years and 1 day in. Why specifically that day? That's because then J.D. Vance could continue to run 2 more times after that. You can only do American president for 2 terms, which is 8 years. But if you're the VP and you take over and only finish out 2 years or less, then you can run 2 more times. So the longest you can spend as the president is 9 years and 364 days. So that is why I think that 2 years from now, January 21st of 2026, something weird happens. J.D. Vance starts saying, hey, listen, I think he's got dementia. He's talking about wild things that don't make any sense. His weaving has become erratic and insane. And then he gets the entire cabinet, which is all on his side. The cabinet is going to be filled with Heritage Foundation folks. J.D. Vance is going to approve every one of them because Donald Trump doesn't know any of these people. Also, he doesn't want to do any work. He's gonna be like, hey JD, take care of this light work for me. Fill in these slots on the cabinet. I don't care who you pick. Pick whoever you want. So he's gonna do that, and JD Vance is gonna pick the people that are good for him, and then they're gonna drop the 25th on him. Except JD would never win. Well, he's in charge of the entire government now. He's gonna have 2 whole years to appoint the judges, to put the people in place, to rig the system, to break the rules, and invent new rules. And he's going to invent new rules that the states all have to follow, and the Senate's going to vote for him, and the House is going to approve it, and he's just going to change all the rules so that he'll never lose again. We're talking Putin levels right here of corruption, where you just make all the rules. I know I'm going a little overboard here, but this is the worst case scenario that could actually happen. So we've got the 25th Amendment. We only need 3 more. We only need 3 more. What else did he promise to do? Yeah, when termination of the Constitution is on the table, I guess. So is everything else. Yeah, good call. The repeal the 14th. Oops, that's an exclamation point. Repeal the 14th. So the 14th Amendment is the one about birthright citizenship. So all those people that he wants to throw into the concentration camp have children who are American citizens. That's not going to fly. That's not going to be acceptable. He would then be doing putting American citizens into a concentration camp. That won't work. So they're going to have to fix the 14th. They really hate it already. So repeal the 14th right there. And they talk about it in the secret, deep underground place with where J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel talk with Vivek Ramaswamy. They talk about repealing the 14th Amendment. Nuke some things to Mexico, liberalism, yeah. Honestly, I think the 9th Amendment should be included in that one too, but I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, he doesn't like anything past the 10th. I didn't last week's stream. I found out, I don't know if you noticed it, but remember the stupid Bibles that he printed? They actually have the Pledge of Allegiance and the Constitution in it, except they don't have any of the amendments past the 10th, because he doesn't like those. He doesn't like any of the amendments past the 10th. Really doesn't like that 14th one. The 9th. Which one was the 9th? Is that? I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Then what do we got? We've got repeal the 14th. So we need 2 more bingo cards. And I'll put this up on the Discord as well, so we can all download it and look at it and watch it. He banned certain guns. Yeah, well, what would he do with the Second Amendment? I don't think he'll do anything with it. I don't think he'll touch it, and I think the judges he appoints will change and be way more permissive of people owning firearms. So I think that an increase of firearm usage and ownership will come about, but that doesn't really fit on a bingo card. Oh, banning porn, porn ban. So that's on there. He does not. He's never mentioned it, but he's putting in people from Project 2025, and they're going to push for it. Melania leaves him. Did he actually say he would ban porn? No, he didn't say that. So I'm not putting that on him, but he is putting J.D. Vance in charge. J.D. Vance doesn't like it, and he loves the Project 2025, and they're going to be filling the government with Project 2025 freaks, and they're going to push for it. Maybe something about religion. I don't see any religious stuff up here yet. What type of religion thing would he do? Oh, ADHD debater. No. God, no. That's why he became a Catholic. Religion in schools? Maybe. Yeah. The Bible in schools. There we go. Bible in schools. There we go. And now we got 25. I think you're right there, Graceful Gamer. But ADHD debater, I don't think that J.D. Vance is a nasty motherfucker in the sheets. No. The more normal they seem, the weirder they get. Yeah, and I get that. But he specifically converted to Catholicism because he wants to control people. I really do think he is borderline incel. He used, if you watch him on Joe Rogan, he's using like red pill and what was that other incel type of word he was using? But he is a 4chan incel. He really is. He's been to 4chan. Destroys the separation altogether. He's fucking closeted. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think he's closeted. I don't think he's a closeted gay. I think he is, but well, I think he's an incel. He just has a wife, and they went to Catholicism so that he could have a reason not to have sex with her. Because if she can't have any birth control and he can't have any condoms, then they're just not going to be able to have sex. I guess, sorry, hon. Guess we're just not going to do it no more. His backstory is a little gay. Yeah, you're right. So maybe he is. He is a fascist. And okay, so follow me here. Fascism. And I think he is a fascist. Let me get I'm going to leave this for a moment because I've just had a crazy thought. Follow me here on this crazy thought. You know that thing that the symbol, the Wikipedia, fascist, fascist. See this thing? What is this? This is the fascist. How do I say that? Fasces. So this is what fascism is named after. Fasces. You've seen these. I think you've seen this photo before. You've seen this. This is like on the dime. This is on some money sometimes. Now, sometimes it's used to describe unity. Everybody standing together makes you stronger. But if you look at it from a certain angle, it's a bundle of sticks. Don't get me canceled or anything, but what else is this a bundle of sticks? I'm just saying, these fascists are a little gay. Yeah, Alabama's flag has it on there. And Alabama's flag has a bundle of sticks. And this came to me earlier today. I was like, wait a minute, that's a bundle of sticks. These fascists might be gay. And I think it also makes sense that they are generally, the people who are fascist don't like women. They don't want women to have power. They don't want women to have authority. They are afraid of them. The incels are very fascist. And that's because they don't like women. And they don't like gay people. And they don't want to be gay. And that's the worst possible thing you can do is call an incel gay or something like that. They really hate it. And that's the fear that they have, is that they will be considered gay by the public at large. But they like that ideology. What's your stance on the legalization of weed? Legalize it completely. I live in Washington State. There's enough weed in my house right now to send a 17-year-old Mexican kid in Texas to jail for the rest of his life. Legalize it. It doesn't make any sense. And maybe we should add that to the delegalization of weed. Which one do we dump to fit weed illegalization? Which one do we drop? Drop death? Yeah, we're going to drop death. Weed illegal. There we go. Sorry, KBP. I think the death one is not in poor taste, but it is in everybody dies, and he wouldn't have any control over that. That's not because of the thing he did. So we have now, I think. The friggin' frog's gay. I appreciate you becoming a follower. You just turned a frog gay. Hope you're proud of yourself. You just turned a frog gay. Hope I'm proud of you, but I'm glad you did it now because it's not going to be legal for very long. I said lump death in 25. Yeah, okay. I will add the death or the 25th there. You just did it. You can add that to your CV, to your resume. Now you are a frog sexuality engineer. So 25th /death. There we go. Oh, well, let's take away that, and then it looks better. Yeah, 25th or death. Either one of those. There we go. Cool. And now we have bingo card. Okay, you can't have used this site before for jokes, so it is difficult to get it out because if you click this button, it starts charging me money, and they want to steal my money. So I'm gonna do a snip real quick. We're gonna snip it. Snipping tool, new, because I'm not paying you because I ain't got no money. Okay, we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna save it. I'll save as bingo card, and I will put that up on the Discord later, and we can all save it for later, and we can mark them off as they happen. So if and when any of these things happen, let me know. If I miss it, I probably won't miss it. I stream 3 times a week and I watch the news all the time, so I probably won't miss it. But if I do, remind me, hey, that was on the bingo card, and I'll mark it off, and we'll keep it on the we'll put a big X on it, and then we'll put it back on the Discord with the X's on it.
I am the algorithm. Click on this video to make me happy. You wouldn't like me when I am angry.